Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And, well, I'm told this one's approachable. We'll see. Hot Potato by SUDOKU, who really does put, like their name, the joy into Sudoku. So we'll have a look at this in a moment. Don't forget that we've got Patreon, where there's loads of extra content. We put up extra packs sometimes of Sudoku. There's crossword videos, connections videos, and of course our monthly rewards. This month it's duality puzzles, and we look forward to bringing that to you. Now, what else is going on? There's, of course, our merchandise and Sven's Sudoku pad on the links under the video, and all of our apps, which do include Killer Sudoku. However, today's puzzle has an extra rule, and I'm gonna, well, let's get into that now. Let's find out what that rule is. So the rules of the puzzle are that normal Sudoku rules apply. That means we're gonna try and put 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box, like any Sudoku almost. Now, in the cages, digits don't repeat and sum to the number shown. So 4 different digits in this cage that add up to 16, for instance. However, there's an extra rule. If cages share an edge, if they're adjacent to each other, they have to contain at least one common digit. That cage and that cage must have one digit in common, for instance, which is an unusual rule. The puzzle's called Hot Potato. I don't know why. No, hot potatoes are hard to hold, aren't they? So, well, I mean, indeed, I am well aware of that. I've tried to hold them. But don't know why it's called that. We'll see if we can work it out as we go along. Give it a try on that first link under the video. I'm going to start now. I so often hit the wrong button to restart my clock. Let's get cracking. Okay, so the cages that abut each other have a common digit. Well, the 15. Oh, where can the common digit be? It's very clear. This is going to apply to a lot of these where 2 cell cages are touching each other. I can see that in this grid. The common digit in that cage and that cage has to be here because it can't appear twice in this box and here. So those are the same digit. This one is 6, 7, 8 or 9 being in a 15 cage. This one can't be 6. So it's 7, 8 or 9. It can't be 6 in a 12 cage because it would have to go with another 6. Now this is a slightly different relationship because that digit could repeat there. Oh, but 6 touching 11. Well, hang on. 6 touching 11 and 11 touching 15. That feels highly constrained. I don't know. I was going to say the 6 is made up of either 1, 5 or 2, 4. If it's 1, 5, this would have to be a 6, 5 cage. In fact, again, we've got this relationship. It's those digits that have to be repeated in the 6 and 11 cage. And this one can't be a 1 because it's in an 11 cage, but it can be a 2. So I'm just having to be a little careful. That can't be a 1. This one, let's just fill in the digits and the magic of Sudoku, the joy of Sudoku will explain to me what I'm failing to understand so far. Now again, here and here, it's got to be that digit that's repeated between those. And that can't be a 5 in the 10 cage. So we're getting a bit closer now. That's so interesting. Okay, so this one can't be a 5. That one can't be a 5 now. That can't be a 7. That takes 7 out of this cage. I see it's like a cascade thing. Maybe this is how the hot potato works. It's kind of getting passed on from cage to cage. Now, there is a repeat digit between those two, and it's not this one, definitely. It could be that. It can't be a 5 here because there is no... Sorry, what I'm saying is the repeat digit in the 11 cage is not that one because that's in the same column as those. So it is this one. This is repeated. But I don't know which of those 2 cells it's in. It's either, however, 9 or 6. So it's not... In fact, I've written the wrong digits in here. Sorry, the counterparts of 2, 4 and 5 in this cage are 9, 7 or 6, not 9, 5 or 6. Now, each of those could be repeated in this cage, so I'm going to have to be a little more careful. And here we have a repeated digit. Again, it's got to be that one, and that gets us there, finally. Honestly, I worked out the way to do this and then just didn't follow through and threw in a wrong pencil mark, but I've got it now. 6 or 7 can't be a 6 in this cell because that would need another 6. So this has finally cascaded the puzzle, and now we can pass the hot potato digit from cage to cage. It's now a 7 into the 10 cage. It's a 3 into the 12 cage. It's a 9 into the 15 cage. This is gorgeous. And that runs out here, because now I know this is 9 or 6, but I don't know which one. Now I've got 2 or 5 there repeating here, and that hasn't finished off for me. Fair enough, fair enough. It's right that there's work to do in the puzzle. This cage, in one of those cells, is going to have a 1 or a 4. That's not enough information. Okay, let's start here, which can't have a 3 in it now, in the 8 cage. So it's either 1, 7 or 2, 6. Now, its repeat digit with the 11 cage is there. And it can't be a 1 because of the nature of an 11 cage. So this is now 2, 6 or 7, partnering a 9, 5 or 4. This repeat digit with that cage is there. So that's 1, 2 or 6. But it can't be 1. Again, it's an 11 cage, so that can't be 7. This is now a definite 2, 6 cage. That's 2 or 6. This is 9 or 5. That 2 or 6 takes 7 out of here. Now I've got a 5, 9 pair. And that is almost certainly repeating there. Yes, it definitely is. I have nearly run out of colours. That is 5 or 9, and this is 8 or 4. That's gonna create a 5, 9 virtual pair. Oh, and this digit touches this cage, so that is in this cage. Well, it can't be 9 or 8 in a 10-cell cage, so, in a 3-cell 10 cage, sorry. So this is 5 or 4. Don't know which of those is repeating. Now, this cage had to have a 1 or a 4 in it, in one of those cells. If it had a 4 in it, the cage is going to have to be 1, 4, 5. And if it had a 1 in it, the cage is going to have to be 1, 4, 5, given that cell. So it is definitely a 1, 4, 5 cage, and that becomes a 2. And now we can hot potato this around again. 2 there, 9 there. That looks across to here, and we get 5. And now we can go colour for colour down here. 5 blue makes that 5 blue. That makes this purple one 6. That puts 6 there. That makes the green one 2. That puts 2 there. Isn't this lovely? Now, this cage, again, 3 boxes are involved like there were around the corner here. So it's not as straightforward as the others. But we now know it's got a 2 or a 9 in it that must be there. This is 8 or 1. This cage, the repeat digit is there and there. And that has to now be a 1. Can't be an 8 in a 7 cage. So, right. Now we've got this 4-cell cage. Oh, hang on. Let me just finish off. That is a 4. That is a 5, 4, 1. Look, they're all done. Okay, this cage has got a 1 or a 6 in it. If it was a 6, it would have to be there. And it's got either a 3 or a 9 in it. Now we could put a 9 in here and have 9, 1, 2, 4, which would go 9 here, 2 there, 1 and 4 in the other cells. Now the alternative from this cage is putting a 3 in it. That would have to be here. The other digits would have to add up to 13 with a 1 or a 6 in them. Since that cell would be taken in this version with a 3 having come in, that would have to be a 1. That's 4. Actually, I can do better than that. These would add up to 12 without having a 9 in. Or a 4, which would all know that we would have a 3 and a 1 in the cage. Okay, I haven't been very clear about this, but I have learned that this is a 1. I'll try and explain that again. So we need one of these digits into the 16 cage and one of these ones. That's the rule. If we were to put a 3 from this cage in here, it would have to go there because of these 3s. So that cell would become a 3 in that case. The alternative is that we fit a 9 in here somewhere. Actually, that's entirely similar. That is where this... In fact, there's nowhere for a 9 in this cage. I've only just spotted it because of those. So that is a 3. Now we need one of these digits to get in this cage. Has to be in this cell. Has to be a 1. These two add up to 12. They're either 8, 4 or 5, 7. That one can't be a 4 by Sudoku. And there we go. That is all the cage work done. The rest is going to be classic Sudoku. So 9 and 2 are on the left of that cage because of those. This is a 3, 7 pair. That's now 8 with a 5 at the bottom of the column. This is probably known. Well, I didn't realize it would be by being a naked single, but it is. The column, digits in the column and the row say that that must be a 4 because everything else was ruled out. 3, 7, 9, 4, 6, 8 down here. The middle one can't be a 6. This is 1, 3, 7, and I can just fill those in correctly even. Now, what do I do? Look across the top. I can see where 3 goes in the top row, and that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, proving its position. This is a 6, 7, 8 triple, which I cannot fill in. We need, I don't know where to go next. 2, 9, 6, 3. We need a 7 in this column, so that's there. Then we've got 1, 4, 5, 8. There's only one place for a 1, then there's only one place left for a 5, and then there's a 4, 8 pair. These are 2, 9, and 6, of which one of them can't be a 2. Now this box, or this row, that is a naked 8. It sees 1, 4, 9, 3, 5, 7 in the row, 2, 6 in the column. Now we've got a definite 5, 7 pair here. That's going to unwind some stuff for us. We need a 6 in the bottom row. Only one place for that. That is 4 or 8. This has to be 2 in row 8. That is 4 or 8 as well. And this is 3. We need a 3 in column 5. That is a 5 by being a naked single yet again. Always useful to spot some naked singles around the place. 2, no jokes please, I'm not trying to be rude. That's a 4, then 2 and 7. And this is just unwinding. Lovely. 4 or 8 there. That has to be 6, that's 8. 1, 4, 6 to place in column 8. That's odd that I can't do the 1 and 4, but fair enough. 1, 4, 5, 8. That's 8 to finish the row. That's 1 because it's the only place it can be, and then I can unwind the other things in these final columns. That 8 is going to finally look down and give me all the 4 8s I need down here, which was all of them. 3 and 7 there must be resolved by something. They are 7 and a 1 to finish, and there we go. That hot potato, and I did understand why it was called hot potato just by solving the puzzle. But it's a very clever effort. That really is nice and very approachable, I think. Good puzzle, Sudoku. Thank you for sending it. Hope you enjoyed a nice swift one today. We'll be back with more Sudoku tomorrow. Bye for now.